Your dog drops into a sudden bow. Front legs flat on the floor, back end high in the air, tail sweeping an arc of joy. What is she really asking? You reach down to ruffle her ears. She leaps up and nips your hand. Is that aggression? It's not a real bite, but it stings. Why did it happen? The obvious answer is excitement, but the real reason is far stranger. That bow was not a stretch. It was a message, a legal contract older than any human document. You missed your chance to sign it. Your dog was speaking a language wolves created long ago, a language built for survival. One missed signal can turn allies into threats. What is this language built on? A single universal gesture, a play bow. When a wolf pup wants to wrestle, she bows. When an adult mock combat needs a pause, he bows. When a chase gets too frantic, a quick bow says everything that follows is still a game. Is the bow optional? No, it's a treaty. Without it, play collapses. Teeth meant for ripping flesh start doing exactly that. Ethologist Marc Bekoff spent decades decoding these play rituals. What did he discover? He followed packs of wild dogs and coyotes. A play bow appears right before play begins, after a pause that creates doubt, and immediately following a rough move. Why these moments? Each one risks misunderstanding. The bow is a pacifying punctuation mark, a comma that separates pretend violence from the real thing. The bow is a way of saying that everything so far was just play. It demands an answer, because play is a conversation. What happens if the bow goes unanswered? The game often stops. Trust fractures. Sometimes a real fight erupts. This is how wolves and your dog maintain peace. Now you step into the scene. You're not a wolf. Do you speak canine? No, and your dog knows this, but she still tries. She bows to you because she sees a tall, clumsy packmate. What does she need? Your signature on the treaty. But what do? You reach over, you ruffle her head, you speak words she cannot parse, or you stand still, waiting. From your dog's perspective, what did you just do? You stared back in silence, or delivered a heavy pat. A pat that looks like a pinning down. A gesture of control, not play. What happens to the treaty? It remains unsigned. The safety net disappears. Arousal climbs. Her teeth get harder, her growl deepens, and she bites. Did she turn aggressive? No. She simply never got the signal that you understood. But there is a secret. You can sign that treaty. You can renew the contract in seconds. How? When your dog bows, you bow back. Not a downward dog, just a slight bend. Slap your palms on the floor. Let your body echo hers. What does this do? It lights up her world. She sees you speak her language. She knows you're in on the game. You just told her that you're still playing, and this is safe. Is this just folk wisdom? Animal behaviorist Nicola Rooney ran experiments. She asked owners to crouch and slap the ground like a play bow. What happened? Dogs rushed toward the gesturing human and play bowed back. Even timid dogs grew braver. The bow triggered an ancient social reflex. It signaled a friendly intent. In contrast, when owners just stood and called, the response was muted. The spark of shared play was missing. Why? Because the treaty wasn't offered. The magic lies in mirroring. Mirroring validates intent. Veterinarian Sophia Yin saw this as a safety lever. What did she teach? Many bites happen during rough play because humans fail to de-escalate, but she offered a counterintuitive trick. If a dog mouths too hard, what should you do? Don't punish, don't shout, freeze, then drop into a bow or slap the ground gently. What does this do? It pulls the dog out of rising tension and reasserts the play frame. The brain switches from predatory chase to ritual game. Bite inhibition reactivates. The teeth soften. The growl becomes playful. You just muted aggression with a gesture. But something deeper happens. When you bow back, you don't just prevent a bite. You build trust at a chemical level. Studies show that mutual play raises oxytocin, the hormone that bonds mothers to infants. When play includes synchronized rituals like the bow, what happens? The bond deepens. Your dog stops seeing you as a feeder. She sees a reliable social partner, a safe ally. That trust radiates outward. Will she listen when you call? She will listen. Will she look to you during uncertainty? She will. She sees you as part of her pack. Here's the twist. That nip on your hand was not an accident. What was it? A test? Your dog was probing the strength of your bond. In wild canids, if a pack member ignores the rules, they are ostracized. A poorly timed bite can mean exile. Your dog was asking if you are a safe partner. When you didn't answer the bow, her alarm went off. She bit harder to clarify the rules. Not out of malice, out of a desperate need for communication. It's easy to forget you are also an animal. Your body speaks a language older than words. Every time you drop into a bow, what do you touch? A lineage back to the Pleistocene, before fire, before the wheel, Before painted caves, wolves and humans forged an alliance. They hunted together. They shared space. They built a common vocabulary. Was the play bow part of that pact? Likely. By bowing back, you keep an ancient promise alive. So next time your dog drops into that sudden bow, front legs flat on the floor, tail sweeping an arc, what will you do? Don't just smile. Don't just reach to pet. Pause. Meet her eyes. Then bow back. Slap the ground with both hands. Let your body say you are here, you understand. And this is play. In that moment, the tension dissolves. The game resumes. But now you're inside it together. Not as owner and pet. As two animals sharing a language older than the stars. Will that sting happen again? No. Because you finally answered the call. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to our channel. There's much more to discover.